What's up, warriors? Today on Golden Girls Game Plan, we're keeping it honest. The world is getting more unpredictable by the day. And if you're not thinking about how to become self-sufficient during a crisis, you're setting yourself up for failure. We've seen the signs: economic collapse, supply chain breakdowns, skyrocketing prices. The truth is, relying on broken systems isn't going to cut it anymore. It's time to take action, build a self-sufficient life, and take control of your future before it's too late. Stay with me till the end for a crucial bonus tip that could be the game changer you need. Let's get to work. First off, let's get one thing straight. Self-sufficiency isn't just a nice to have in today's world. It's a necessity. In a crisis, you can't rely on the government, big corporations, or even your local grocery store to have your back. We saw it during the pandemic: empty shelves, skyrocketing prices, and chaos. Now imagine that on a much larger scale. You need to be prepared to provide for yourself and your family without relying on anyone else. It's time to stop hoping things will get better and start making sure you're ready for whatever comes next. Food is your #1 priority in a crisis. If the supply chain breaks down, grocery stores go empty fast. And if you're not ready, you'll be scrambling for scraps. That's why you need to start growing your own food today. Here's what you need to do. Start a garden. Whether you have a backyard or a balcony, you need to start growing your own food. Focus on high-yield crops that are easy to grow, like tomatoes, potatoes, leafy greens, and beans. These are nutrient-dense and you can store them for longer periods. Learn to preserve food. Don't just grow it. Learn how to can, dehydrate, and freeze your produce. Having fresh food is great, but preserving it is what will get you through long winters or extended crises. Invest in fruit trees. If you have the space, plant fruit trees. Apples, peaches, and pears are excellent choices and provide a yearly supply of fruit. Plus, they're hardy and can survive through tough weather conditions. Pro tip: start small and scale up. If you've never gardened before, don't overwhelm yourself. Grow a few crops successfully, then expand. Your goal is to produce a steady supply of food that you can rely on no matter what happens. Next up, water. You can't survive without it, and in a crisis, clean water can become a luxury. What happens if your water supply gets contaminated or cut off? You need a backup plan, and here's how you build one. Store water. Start by storing water. You need at least 1 gallon per person per day, and that's just for drinking. Invest in large water storage containers that are easy to access but don't take up too much space. Rainwater harvesting. If you're serious about self-sufficiency, you need to start harvesting rainwater. Set up a rainwater catchment system using barrels or tanks connected to your gutters. Make sure to filter and purify the water before using it. Water purification. Invest in a portable water filter or purification tablets. Whether it's a LifeStraw, Berkey filter, or something similar, you need the ability to purify water from any source in an emergency. Pro tip: don't rely on just one method. Have multiple ways to access clean water: storage, rainwater harvesting, and purification. This redundancy is your safety net when the unexpected happens. Now let's talk about energy. If the power grid goes down, how are you going to keep the lights on? How are you going to cook, heat your home, or charge your devices? Here's the truth. Relying on the grid is a recipe for disaster. You need to start building your own energy independence now. Solar panels are your best bet for generating off-grid electricity. Install panels on your roof or in your yard, and pair them with a battery storage system to keep the power running even when the sun isn't shining. Backup generators. A portable generator is a must-have for any crisis situation. Whether it's gas-powered or solar, make sure you have a reliable backup to keep essential appliances running. Alternative heating sources. If you live in a colder climate, you need a backup heating source that doesn't rely on electricity. A wood-burning stove or propane heater can be a lifesaver during winter outages. Pro tip: energy independence isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. Start small with portable solar chargers or generators and build up to a full off-grid system as you can afford it. Let's shift gears and talk about money. In a crisis, financial security is just as important as food and water. The stock market could crash, inflation could spiral out of control, and your savings could become worthless overnight. Here's how you protect yourself. Diversify your investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your wealth across different asset classes: stocks, precious metals, real estate, and even cash. Diversification is your best defense against market volatility. Hold physical assets. Digital money can disappear with the click of a button, but physical assets like gold and silver retain their value. Keep a portion of your wealth in physical form, so you're not left empty-handed when the banking system fails. Build cash flow. In a crisis, cash flow is king. Focus on generating passive income streams, whether that's through rental properties, online businesses, or investments that pay dividends. Pro tip, get rid of high-interest debt now. If you're carrying credit card debt or loans, pay them off as soon as possible. Debt can become a crushing burden during a financial crisis, and the less you owe, the more flexibility you'll have. When times get tough, people get desperate. You need to protect your home, your family, and your resources from those who might try to take them. Here's how to build a fortress. Fortify your home. Reinforce doors and windows, install deadbolts and security bars, and make your home as tough to break into as possible. Motion-activated lights and security cameras are essential for deterring criminals. Defensive tools. Depending on your comfort level, consider investing in home defense tools like pepper spray, firearms, or even non-lethal options like a taser. Whatever you choose, make sure you're trained and ready to use them if necessary. Create a safe room. Designate a safe room in your house where you can retreat in case of an emergency. Stock it with essentials like food, water, and medical supplies, and make sure it's secure. Pro tip, your best defense is community. Get to know your neighbors and form a network of people you can trust. A neighborhood watch or community group can provide mutual support and security when things go sideways. Finally, let's talk about mental resilience. All the food, water, and security in the world won't matter if you crumble under pressure. A crisis tests your mental strength more than anything else. Here's how you stay strong when everything around you is falling apart. Develop a routine. Stick to a daily routine, even when things get chaotic. Structure helps you stay grounded and focused on what you can control. Practice stress relief techniques, whether it's meditation, deep breathing, or journaling. Find a stress relief practice that works for you. These techniques will help you manage anxiety and stay calm in high-pressure situations. Stay informed, but don't panic. Keep up with the news, but don't let it consume you. Stay informed so you can make smart decisions, but avoid getting caught in a cycle of fear and panic. Pro tip, connect with like-minded people who are also preparing for tough times. Having a support system makes a world of difference when you're dealing with uncertainty and stress. Let's recap what you need to do to build a self-sufficient life during a crisis. Grow your own food. Start a garden and learn to preserve what you grow. Secure a reliable water source. Store water, harvest rainwater, and invest in water purification. Build energy independence. Install solar panels, get a backup generator, and find alternative heating sources. Protect your finances, diversify your investments, hold physical assets, and build cash flow. Fortify your home. Upgrade your security and be prepared to defend what's yours. Stay mentally strong. Develop a routine, practice stress relief, and stay informed without panicking. Here's your bonus tip. Learn barter skills. In a crisis, money might not be worth much, but skills and resources are. Learn how to trade services or goods, whether it's repairing tools, growing food, or providing medical care. These skills can be invaluable when the economy breaks down. What's the first step you're going to take to build your self-sufficient life? Drop it in the comments below. I want to know how you're preparing. That's it for today, warriors. The time to act is now. Don't wait for the world to fall apart before you start preparing. Take control of your future, build your self-sufficient life, and be ready for whatever comes next. If you found this video helpful, hit that like and subscribe button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and head over to GG Game Plan for more survival strategies for 2025. Let's prepare together. And as always, be fearless, be still, and know